I'll be honest, I'm getting pretty sick and tired of this topic. I feel like it debuffs what the community should be talking about, like within Race 3.1, Arcanine Senfield, which 6 star is the best to pick. I feel like, man, I'm having a hard time enjoying myself with the community. I'll be honest, I was gonna Alt F4 the hell out of the internet yesterday because my algo, that's it, is basically screwed. It's gonna keep giving me drama stuff all day, every day. I don't know about you guys. It's necessarily hard for me. I'll speak for myself because I appreciate all the individuals involved. You know, I wish like we could just talk it out like grown ass people and just let bygones be bygones, work it out together, and just keep it moving and be this tight knit group that we're all creating. This is the thing, man. I feel like ultimately the spirit of this is us and the devs. You know, like we make sure we agree on what clearly these games need. We address the devs reply, and everybody wins, right? Devs get a better product, we get a better product. It's great, right? They get player satisfaction. I feel like it's a good, productive relationship. But apparently not. Apparently, people's egos and people's, I guess, selfish interests and sometimes lack of awareness could cause us this, especially when the lack of awareness comes from the biggest of the bunch. But I feel like even if Saintontas maybe didn't have the weight he has in the space, this would have been as much of an issue as it would have. I think so. I really do. Because I feel like even smaller CCs, like it doesn't matter how big you are. Like all about that matters is how vocal you are, and if people genuinely look and give a damn. I mean, look at Skull CJ, right? Skull CJ isn't the biggest CC, but we all look there because the behavior exhibited is that eyebrow raising. It doesn't necessarily mean the spirit is bad, but the way he's going about it is definitely a hey. You can do that, but that's kind of crazy though. Y'all both look crazy now. Okay, just can you go back to just do it normally? We'd appreciate it. It looks like the drama went from nuclear. Now we're in the radiation. All right, like the bomb went off. Now we're in radiation, or maybe like we're in the middle of the. I think it's called the mushroom. You know, when the nuke goes full up and like it takes the form of the mushroom. That's basically we're like mushroom now. And so this is what's happening right now. Oh, by the way, Skull CJ, congrats on the 10K, man. Well, it turns out there was a deleted video now. This video has been removed for violating YouTube terms of service. Even YouTube wants y'all to start. There it is. Our latest video, GG, was mass reported and removed. The community is tired of this, especially from Saint for not taking accountability and clear lack of manners towards everybody, including himself. I'll be honest. I think Saintontas is also disrespecting himself. And that's what a lot of CCs are saying. He's not even being good to himself, man. Like, it's so strange. Even YouTube said, dude, what the fuck? Just work it out with everyone and let's all move on. That's what I think is going on. Also, we have Tecton in the middle. What did Tecton even do? Tecton just said, if y'all get views off that, just keep doing what you're doing. I'm not gonna get into it anyway. See y'all. What do you think of Lakari? It's like, what? We're not talking about Lakari. What's Lakari have to do with this? This decision is currently being appealed, and I'll get back to you guys on an update. It should be appealed typically when like a community report. I think we even talked about it when Tectone wasn't. I should be uploading we confronted the #1 Saintontas hater video where you can hear Tectone's take on the whole matter. He didn't do anything. Let's face it. If you can include Tectone in a thumbnail, you do that. We all know this is like an extra 500 views to 10,000. Let's all move on to the actual VOD, because here's the thing, the video may have been deleted, but when you post something on the internet, that bitch does not go away easy. So here it is, Saintontas' deleted VOD. I guess this is him going nuclear. This is Skull CJ's take. I do want to see this. I'm going to take this in. Unfiltered, raw. I still haven't heard what Skull CJ has to say about this. By the way, he's actually watching the content. Saintontas is... I don't know, man. I wouldn't click on that stuff, man. But anyway, if you enjoy content like this where we go in with a nuance and not this black and white type of point of view, make sure to like, comment, subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. Even this guy subscribed.
I guess I better go subscribe to VXV Gotcha.
Let's watch this. I'm gonna 1.25 this because this is an hour long, man. Damn. Also, shouts out to Hamoud for downloading this. Like, bro immediately downloaded it, probably on spawn. That's impressive. Bro was like 5 steps ahead. He knew the community was gonna brigade this. By the way, the original video in Saintontas' channel should probably come back. But I'm just saying, like, I'm showing that just to show that, yeah, the community is getting pretty tired of all this shit, and the fact that Saintontas is just not gonna take accountability for what is clearly off the rail behavior. Here's the thing, man. Saintontas always struck me like as this intellectual individual, and the way he approaches things is with a certain certain degree of intelligence. Right now, this just seems like that crazy, brain-rotted, internet childish behavior. I guess if you've cultivated that audience, sure, you gotta keep feeding them. But then I ask you the question, do you wanna keep that particular type of audience? Do you wanna appeal to that type of audience? Some L's are to be taken so that you can build a bigger and better W. You know what I mean? Sometimes we pile up things that we have no need for, if anything, they're debuffs. You gotta drop those, like pounds. Like technically, fat is can be good for you, a bit of fat, because well, guess what? When your body, if you're starving out in the middle of nowhere, that's stock. Like it's good. It can help you survive a couple more days. But realistically, it's probably not gonna happen if you live in civilization. So it is what it is, man. It is what it is. Like some things are meant to be just discarded and dropped. And I think this is what Saintontas is failing to see and understanding. It's coming at the cost of all the people and friends he made along the way in this space. Yes, we're all online friends. Yes, ultimately it doesn't necessarily matter. But for me personally, the reason why I cherish Saintontas, by the way, and I cherish a lot of the individuals, because I know one day this is gonna be over. We're all gonna be going off our separate ways. We're gonna be too old for this shit, and all we're gonna have are the precious times and precious memories we've made along the way. I want to look back at my time when I was doing gacha, and I go, man, those were the days. I wonder what those guys are up to with this smile. I want to do that, because that's ultimately what's gonna be in the end of all this shite stone. But I feel like people are starting to miss that, and it pisses me off that Saint can't see that maybe, not just maybe, you're being a product of the environment you've harvested along the way. Because here's the thing: the audience grew very fast because they liked what you did to other people. You know what I mean? You punched up at Mr. Pokey, good. Put him back in his place. A lot of people came in. Those are all the same childish, he showed him, he said this about him on the internet, oh boy. And then Genizad, same shit, right? So those guys are here now. I know you gotta keep feeding them, but I'd say, hey, I wouldn't feed them parasites. That's just me though. That's just me though.
Just have you tried to destroy Mikey's career? Just how you've tried to destroy Genizad's career? Just how you've tried to destroy Mr. Pokey's career? I want to end your career as a content creator. I'm gonna keep digging. All
right, I see what the editor is trying to do. He's trying to make him look stupid, but he's still farming aura. Dude, Skull CJ is well built. Like, plus, shouts out to CJ's barber. That's a clean cut.
I'm gonna keep going until you either stop or break as a content creator. And the moment you give me enough ammunition to put the shit that needs to be put out there, it's over.
By the way, this is ammunition. He's gonna make a video about this too. We're still due for one more, boys.
I'm the boogeyman. Understand that.
I've already skipped one, by the way. I had to skip. I have to skip.
This ain't about anything but my will and my sheer pleasure, bro. The throbbing, raging hard-on that I have to end your career for pure fun.
Fuck Saint, bro. He made a video about you. Fuck him, his mama, his cat, his dog, his couch, his grandma, his sister, his cousin, everybody, bro. Fuck them all.
That was pretty crazy. Let's talk about it.
Wait, was this done offline? I'd be surprised.
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to be an excerpt from
offline.
an amazing stream held by Skull CJ just about, I think the timer over here is about 21 hours ago. And if you're looking for some context on this situation, it's pretty simple. If you've actually been taking a look at this guy's channel, some of his past videos, all of that, so on and so forth, one thing's clear. There's a lot of videos about me. And one thing that's also clear is that these videos essentially went unresponded to for the longest period of time.
Absolutely.
Right? And then the second this guy decided to...
Low-key, should have went on unresponded. Should have maybe absorbed what the angle is and make a 500 IQ chess move. Or like you're a few steps ahead. You can see where this is going. Be self-centered. I know I'm here. I don't have to stoop down to this. Keep it going. That would have been my take. But then again, that is pretty hard. That is a little advanced when you're at the top of the food chain and like you're streaming every day and like you have this community gassing you up. That is very hard. I can do that easily because I don't have nobody gassing me up. And plus, I feel like I'm mature enough to just ignore certain things. But yeah, you know what I mean.
I've said that this is an Epstein victim. No, this is actually one of the perpetrators. That's Jelaine Maxwell. You might know who she is. That's Jelaine Maxwell that he photoshopped my face over. And the development that's occurred in the space is a little bit crazy. You see this video over here. Saint has gone nuclear on every CC in the space. That's because I'm currently under attack by at least 6 or 7 creators who have all...
You're not under attack. Everybody's just saying, yo, Saint, calm down. Breaking up a fight doesn't mean we're attacking you. That was literally what happened to me 2 days ago. Roommates were fighting. Guess what I did? I took one of them away and I called out the other guy. I said the way you communicate, because he shouts at the others. They're all sharing one room. And the boys were saying, we can't understand because there's a language barrier. And they were like, we don't necessarily understand him and he keeps shouting at us. It's so disrespectful. And one of them wanted to throw hands. Like when I came in, you know what the dudes do to be like, all right, just put one here. Put one here and see what happens. Put one here and see what happens. That was literally the scene I came into. I took the boy that was doing doing that. It's like, hey, go back to your room real quick. Daddy's here. And I confronted the guy and I was like, look, I agree with what you're trying to say. Apparently it was about the washing machine. Apparently they were washing shoes. Some people like to use the washing machine to wash their shoes. I was like, look, don't use that for the shoes anymore. And for you, please communicate better. And guess what? That guy still kept making excuses that they're lying, that they're this, that they're that. It's like, at some point I looked at him and was like, why are you acting like a goddamn mom? Relax. They're 3 boys. Like, they're like probably like 17 or 18. It's like, what the fuck? It's like, dude, relax. I get it. It's probably not gonna happen the way you're doing it anyway. At that point, you're just emotionally venting, and no one's gonna take you seriously for that. That's the thing. You may be right, but no one's gonna take you seriously. And if anything, they're gonna fight back because you're not perfect your damn self. And I feel like this is what's happening here.
Decided after seeing this, and of course, after seeing a lot of the other things this guy has been up to, they decided to throw their hat in the ring and start supporting this guy.
We're not supporting him or anything. We're supporting the message that please watch your manners. That's all we're saying.
Obviously, sharing some of his intentions over here on the call.
We didn't share his intentions. I was in that call. I made that call, by the way. I started that whole ordeal. That was me. Yep, that was me. I started the whole goddamn thing. I was talking to him because I felt like I really missed him, and I really wanted to have a one-on-one conversation to hopefully direct conversation, a direct communication could help with that. And I'll be honest, I think I did decent. Me and Skull still had like a few exchanges, and he sees my point. He really does. Like the level of maturity and level-headedness Skull CJ has exhibited where I come from, that's some Giga Chad shit. Because here's the thing, I think it's pretty obvious. Like, I'm not gonna insult you guys' intelligence. Yeah, it's obvious Skull CJ is putting on a character to do internet crap. All right, it's so obvious. Behind the scenes, all clean as fuck. Saint, unfortunately, is precisely what he shows on the camera is exactly what he is behind the scenes. Because we've seen what he did in Captain Cabinet's chat. That shit was so weird. Like minus 100 aura so easy. Like, that was so weird. Like, you had no business doing that. Like, why? I always thought that maybe Saint is like being intellectual about it. It's like, this is a 3D chess move, right? Maybe he's just being an emotional idiot. You're being an emotional idiot. Maybe. And it's starting to seem like it's the case here because I invited him in the call. He didn't want to. He refused. And that's when he took the screenshot, by the way. Where did the screenshot come from? Is because I invited him into the call to hopefully just squash everything down. But tough luck. Tough luck. Because we could have done that. We had done that in the past. The first time I met him, it was me and Archineki. We tried to kind of voice how to best navigate the situation. We agreed with everything he said. We were on his side. But it's like you still got to take the L because you were targeted by the wrong side of the community and you're still not popular enough to just fend them off. So like you either ignore them or you tell them, you know what, you're right, whatever. Anyway, only option. And next, I think the second one was Ethan had an issue with him. I had them both on call and they squashed that beef easily. Problem solved. And now this. And I just wanted to do the same thing. I mean, it worked twice. Why wouldn't it work a third time? Third time's the charm, and so it seems. I guess third time is when we're gonna just know I'm not gonna talk to any of y'all. I'm above y'all, apparently. Or I don't know, like, or maybe this is so good. I gotta farm this. Yes, I gotta feed these babies I have as an audience. Well, not all Saintontas viewers are these babies, but you know who I'm talking about. Like these drama goblins. I watch y'all and I see these guys are everywhere. They're a minority, but like, goddamn, they're very vocal because they gas you up, and that's why they're vocal. And I think like they matter to a lot of creators because they gas you up. It feels good when they gas you up. It feels good to get their approval, you know, because like they give you that validation. Because here's the thing: CCs are prone to validation as well. You gotta watch out for your own self as a CC. I know I'm going on a bit of a tangent. I apologize, but I wanted to just give you guys some context that may be missing in this. And at least my stance in what I was trying to achieve with all that. Tucker just go CJ trying to get to it. Tecton pulls up in the chat. I add Tecton. And then we have Box. We add Box. Box nominates EO. He just said, look, I'm going, but I want EO here. We got EO there. Blazion also said we got Blazion there. Right? At some point, I just wanted to get Archineki to make a cameo from the Shadow Realm and go, this is gay. I really wanted him to do that, but unfortunately, he wasn't around. Just hopefully just squash this and just end it once and for all. But it didn't work. My plan did not work.
These CCs told him, keep making these thumbnails.
We didn't say that. When the fuck did we say that? Proof? What? The VOD is still a proof? What are you talking about? We all were saying, all right, those thumbnails are crazy.
And so the CCs that we'll be calling out today, ladies and gentlemen, we got Box 2.
Of course he picked that picture. Of course. It's you know what? I made this joke. We were on a call. You know what? I'm not going to repeat the joke, but I think you guys can see it easily. So yeah, there's that.
Blazion.
Uh-huh.
Captain.
Why did you pick Captain Cabinet's oiled up picture and like in this frame to try to make fun of her appearance. That's what we're doing now. Okay, look, Box has it coming. You have no business putting cap like this.
Aricado, Zodan, Pixel, Tree, Pharos. This is a
Yeah, like see, all the rest of the boys looked fine, except maybe Blazion, I guess. Why like put cap like that? Why go all the way to the oiled up video of Cap, put her in a frame that's so weird? Oh, it's to make them look silly and less than. We're already poisoning the well. Now I'm not saying that Professor Pokey, my apologies, was in the right in the way he tackled the art of the gacha. Well, I am not saying that at all. But there is some proof to certain fallacies that Saintontas employs in how he goes about things. This, ladies and gentlemen, is poisoning the well through imagery, in trying to make the individuals in question look more silly and less credible than the person tackling them. This has been your segue from the replacement, Professor VXV. Let's continue with the video.
Pharos. This is a long list, right?
Who's Pharos? By the way, I know Pixel Tree. Who's Pharos? I don't know
This
Pharos.
might keep growing as it moves on in the future. And we're going to be taking the time.
No, this has to end, man. This enough is enough. No, let's not do that. Enough is enough. We want to move on. I'll be honest, man. It's starting to feel like this is all for the machine, the content machine. Like this is all for the content machine. Like who gives a fuck? Like hey, look, I can farm these guys forever. I have more guys now, more content for me. This is what's starting to feel like to me because like that's the why. Because like okay, here's the thing. When you look at something, why is this being done? Is a very important question to ask. What's the angle? What's the benefit to this? There's the emotional workout. Sure, like you want to vent, you just want to vent off. I'm sure if you need that, I guess if you're not that emotionally powerful to handle this, there's a lot of questions to be raised. But let's not get into that for a minute. How could you benefit? Oh, right now, every time every one of these guys makes a shit take, we get to just tackle them immediately because we're not cool anymore. Now you guys have given me the green light to not be cool with you anymore. You know what that means? More power to me and more farming ability to me. I believe that he believes he's in the right. I do. I believe him. I do. I have tons of experience and years of experience with a Saintontas. All right, Saintontas is a dime a dozen in terms of behavior. There's a lot of Saintontas out there. Their ego is so out of whack, it will do whatever it can to protect itself. And people with mental gymnastics that are so messed up to convince themselves they're awesome when they're just douchebags. And they want to portray everybody as less than so that they can keep being douchebags. All right, this isn't necessarily a bad thing. Like you can work on it.
I will be reacting to his videos. I will be reacting to his live stream excerpts.
Finally.
And I will tell you why I don't react to this guy's fucking vids. Let's take a quick listen to what Skull CJ has to say right now.
On our word live on stream and live, so I hope Tectone will be smart enough. Bro, you know what's crazy? The fact that Tectone put Saintontas on. Tectone actually put Saintontas on. And throughout the entire time that Tectone was dealing with all the shit that Tectone was dealing with, Saintontas never made a video, never made a public post, never went live on stream to say he supports his friend.
Like I said before, strategically speaking, Saintontas should not. And there's a good chance even Tectone himself told them, don't comment on it. There's a good chance.
Skull CJ is doing this crazy debate tactic, this crazy argument tactic called just fucking lying. He has no idea whether or not the shit he's saying is true, but he's going on an entire 3, 4, 5-minute segment of just absolute tangents, literally delusional thinking, because he doesn't look for any proof. He read a message from chat and assumed that it was correct. That is the content of all of his videos. He just makes shit up that is literally not true, yells about it for 50 minutes, and then says he's right because I don't react to his dog shit logic. Because
if I remember Saintontas said, and I quote, do we react to this? I mean, I'm trying to be neutral, but it's very hard because my bias is clear. As in, I stand by Tectone.
And the only proof
I
that
remember
you need
correctly.
is this, ladies and gentlemen. Why don't we listen to this? Also, guys, I highly recommend watching this if you haven't yet, to educate yourself. On
Yeah,
the
Legal
situation.
Mindset's video. Yeah, that was good shit.
Legal Mindset,
Yeah.
whose stream supported Tectone during the transcript reading. I am pointing to Legal Mindset's live stream about Tectone's transcript reading and telling people to watch it. I really hope you watch I'm telling people to watch it.
Yeah.
This video over here, because it will go over information, context, and details that nobody else wanted to cover. Basically, this segment drags on for a couple more minutes, and I even go so far as to like keep playing the rest of his stream and then ban a chatter who's obviously spreading misinfo about tech. That's all stuff that happened. It's a pretty long segment that occurs in my stream. Maybe CJ just didn't see it.
I think what CJ is trying to say is like you didn't make a stance, but the implication is obvious. I think Saintontas is what he's trying to imply is so obvious because he hangs out with Tectone. He's clearly being supportive in the sense of check this out, get informed, get this, get that. It's obvious, but he didn't say it explicitly in full colors. All of a sudden it's an issue. Not necessarily. There's multiple ways in going about supporting someone where you're also debuffed if you are to take a full-colored stance. And I think this is what's happening. I think Saintontas was being smart in how to navigate the situation, considering his position in association, which was the case for most of us. I'll speak for myself too. This was the position all of us were in. And you just try to navigate as much as possible, and that's it.
Apparently, CJ doesn't watch my content, but he's made a
yeah, it's like it's in a VOD. Sure, it's easy to miss. Sure, because I seen a part of that because I tuned into Saintontas' streams. I seen a part of that where he said there's a clear bias for me, but I'm trying to be as neutral as possible.
Do you think the court that Tectone had to deal with was neutral? Did you think the verdict that Tectone had to face was neutral? Does that sound like the type of friend that you want to have? I'm not siding with nobody. I'm not siding with Genocide, Tectone, fucking Mr. Pokey, Saintontas, nobody. I just want to let y'all know, does that sound like the actual friend that you want to have?
Guys, was I a bad friend here? Is this called being a bad friend?
No.
On Tectone's return stream back, banning a subscribed chatter who's giving me money, banning this chatter because they're spreading misinfo about tech. I do all of that on his first day back. Carve out this segment of stream.
Was supportive on Twitter? On Twitter? On fucking Twitter? Really?
So first bit of misinfo by Skull CJ gets actively proven wrong by his chat. I made a tweet addressing the situation, right? Or not really addressing the situation. I made a
missed
tweet
it too.
in response
I don't know what that is.
to Techie, right? I made a tweet in response to him. Do you want to see the type of quote retweets that I subjected myself to because I made this reply? Yeah,
Patience is a virtue.
just a tweet, bro. Yeah, just a tweet. You're right. It was just a tweet, Skull CJ. When
they'll
people
do that.
responded like this to me, yeah, that was just a tweet. You're right. Twitter's nothing. Yeah, especially with people.
Yeah, I think, I knew it. I saw him say patience is a virtue. I seen there were like a gajillion replies on it. I was like, I'm not going to even look at that. I already know what I'm going to see there. Even with, like, in a somewhat blurred sense, but people can tell. But like, they don't have you like in 4K. And people are still going to throw this at you. I want you to think about that for a second and why most of us that still like and associate with Tectone had to take the stance we took. And here's what's crazy. Even Tectone understands. Because that's just the nature of the environment we're in.
So guys, do you see why I never felt the need to react to this guy's vids? They're dog shit. They're legitimately terrible.
See, this is what Saint does. He missed this one thing. All of a sudden, everything else just falls apart. Hey, we see you. We see you. Relax. We see you. Damn, I'm gonna call both y'all out. Yes, Skull, definitely, that was a huge miss. My ass saw that, and I'm not as chronically online, and I don't have anything against you necessarily, and I'm just hanging out in chat from time to time and everything, and I still caught that. He didn't do his homework, sure, cool. But I'm not going to sit here and pretend like that's enough for him to just, everything he says about the way you're behaving currently is wrong. Let's relax now. Let's relax. Clearly, there are issues with the way you're going about doing things right now.
And the audience believes it because, well, he said Saint bad. He just said Saint bad, makes things up, and the audience believes it.
I'll speak for like the intellectual audience that I see personally. I know, yeah, those guys exist, absolutely. But for the other CCs, myself, and the audience, I see this is not the case.
He never saw the actual points he was making. They never saw his streams. They did zero research and decided to backstab me at the first opportunity to gain some clout.
Who's backstabbing you? What is this? How is this a backstab when calling out clear, poorly mannered behavior, man? How? Why are you trying to paint this picture on people that are clearly within their right? They're right, clearly. We go outside right now. Let's step out of the internet for a minute. Let's step outside right now. Get random strangers to comment on this situation. Man, you already know. Who they're gonna side with. So, hey, boy, you need to calm down for a bit. Like, Jesus Christ, what the fuck is this? First of all, y'all are retarded. Let's get that out of the way. That's what the strangers are going to say. And second, I guess if we're going to go down this rabbit hole, yeah, man, you should probably calm down. You seem like to be the source of this. This shit's too serious with you, man. Relax.
Because then you realize the type of person this guy is. Listen very closely.
You gotta have people in your corner that will ride or die for you. You gotta have people that will fight with you, not motherfuckers that will talk about being neutral. These pussy-ass rats, hamster fucking gerbils. He's doing that to the man that put him on.
Pick me, Tech! Pick me! Don't pick Saint! Pick me instead! Please! Tech, don't! I need this! Please, Tech, don't! I need this! My channel is kind of homeless. I lost my other channel a couple of months ago because I clicked some weird link in my email. Please, I lost everything. I need this. I clicked malware because it was probably an OnlyFans link in my Gmail, and I lost everything. Please, Tectone, I'll treat you so much better than him.
Grown-ass men, ladies and gentlemen. Grown-ass men.
I've only looked at one of your clips, and this is the dismantling we've done. I've got 4 other...
They have hair on their chins. Both of them. They have the same haircut, which is ironic. Hair on the chin. Keep that in mind as we proceed.
I've got like 4 or 5 other things I'm going to look at today.
I'm neutral. Yeah? How about the rest of the internet? Do they say they're neutral towards tech?
Well, he doesn't have to be like those retards on the internet, man. Fuck. Man, Skull, you're starting to piss me off over here. Damn.
Very one side or the other.
I would know firsthand. I would know firsthand how the internet feels, dipshit, because I actually... Guys, he's out here, like, talking. Like, he's, like, this super knowledgeable guy that, like, knows better than me or is, like, more educated than me on what's going on when I'm actually the person doing the things that he said he would do. This is like a pick me if it was a dude.
But you? You can't even have the balls to stand up for him? Really? And Tectone, this is the guy that you want to consider your friend?
Pick me, Tech!
If I was...
I'll be your friend. I'll be better friend than Saint ever was. Pick me, please.
you, I'd walk away from Saintontas.
You need to get away from him.
This dude is a pussy-ass bitch.
There's something wrong with him.
I don't even know you, Tectone, like
I'm perfect.
that. I've spoken to you a few times. And if I was Saintontas, I'm gonna tell you straight up. If I was Saintontas...
If I was him, you better hear this. If I was in his position, because I'd be better than he was.
If we had swapped places and I was...
Bro, it's so cringe, dude. He's so pathetic. Guys,
You're
this
not
is who
now?
7
Alright.
CCs rallied around.
Gotcha, heroes! Assemble!
First off, we can't swap places because I'm too sexy. I got a big-ass dick. I got a...
So, first thing he mentions about how great he is that he has a big-ass dick. Remember, this is the guy
Who?
who's grandstanding about how bad it is that I said he was gay. He made a whole tweet virtue signaling about how I'm homophobic. And the first thing he says when he's saying, Tech, I'd be so good for you, is he talks about how big his dick is. I don't know, like, but sure, go off, King.
Grown-ass men. We need to bring back throwing hands immediately. We need to invent teleportation due to the nature of the internet and bring back throwing hands as not a form of assault. When 2 consenting adults are going at it, that's it. The law should say, you know what? Y'all should throw hands right now because this is silly shit. And you know what's crazy? I think this level of silliness on the internet should be illegal.
Here's the final clip. This proves that CJ, despite talking all of this, won't even watch Tectone's fucking streams.
Fucking hard. Literally. Saint and Gotcha Smack have earned my respect that they've already had forever. Straight up. Dude, Saint and Smack, god damn, bro, they locked the fuck in.
True.
This entire segment proves that CJ is out here talking about how he would glaze Techie from the ground up, be his ride or die, but he hasn't even watched any of Tectone's streams since he came back. He's talking all this game about how good he would be, about how much support he would give, and he doesn't watch a single Tectone stream when he comes back.
The problem with streams is they're very long. I tune in for like a half an hour, an hour, and I leave. I still tuned in. I just missed the part that you're trying to paint here. I think this is... It's so bad faith. It's so bad faith. But anyway, it feels like we're kind of in a hamster wheel right
He
now.
doesn't even watch my streams either.
Let's hope he
because
just moves on from this point.
Happened. So Skull CJ, his video content is proven to be not watching my stream, not watching Tex.
If that's your argument, it's an L argument. Just keep it pushing. We know that doesn't work considering how we, the audience, behave. If you expect me to sit there for 3 hours and a half, sometimes to 4 hours, binging your ass, all due respect, bro. I have to do other things like go out there and get my dick sucked or something. Fuck.
We've basically proven. I mean, we have proven without a doubt. This guy is making shit up. Making shit up everywhere.
Benefit of the doubt. It's like that's your word. We don't have clear evidence. We need to watch. We need to see him, see the VOD, see everything. Like we need more information and plus, I don't know, man. Like it's so fucking weird. This is so weird.
I've got some very, very, very interesting clips that I would like to show the class.
Show my clips. Let me show you my clips.
So we've kind of proven over here. He's completely lied about the Tectone situation. Proves he doesn't watch my stream. He doesn't watch Tectone stream.
If Skull CJ pulls a Penguin Zero, that would be the most hilarious shit ever. And let me show you my clips, and then he goes, "Those are mags, mags." You got clips. I got mags.
The people that enjoy your content are 12-year-old groomed kids that you have groomed over the past several fucking days, years.
Proof? Proof? proof?
Oh, he's talking shit. What is going on? What are these guys? What the fuck? That's not a rebuttal.
Guys, just all threw your hat in with a CC who just says this with no proof. You all saw this guy, you're like, oh, he's spitting. Oh, I need to jump on this. We need to go farm Saint with this guy. He'll be our party leader.
So stupid. I'm losing brain cells looking at this right now.
Party leader on this dungeon raid. You guys are retarded. You believe this guy?
You're retarded for insulting our intelligence the way you're doing right now. This is insulting our intelligence. We can see that's the most basic level of trash talk, especially internet trash talk we've ever fucking seen. We're not retarded. You're gonna take that at face value, which should not be taken at face value because it makes no fucking sense to be taken at face value. But you're gonna do that because, oh, I get to just cook him now for this. And now you're just trying to make this implication of this is who you decided to. Well, then we didn't do that. Like we're hanging out. We're literally talking as people, by the way. I was literally there. The segment of tackling him was with Tech. I put my fair share. It's like I agree with Tech in the sense of both of them could shake on it, hug it out, and that's it. I see that even Tech agrees, but Tech ultimately said, "Hey y'all get confused. You do what you gotta do," and dipped out, and that's fair. That shit was funny, but fair too. Strategically speaking, yeah, sure, fair. You guys do what you gotta do. Get your money, get your bread up. It is what it is. I mean, shit. Skull CJ farmed this shit so much. Easy 10K up, easy. But the fact of the matter is, this is still in the silly realm, and a lot of CCs see that. And ultimately, we started complaining. I pointed out the fact that this has like a huge source, and we started talking about the gotcha community and everything. Like the same situation. It's maybe not Saint as a person, but the same situation and Skull situation is what got us all over there in the first place. But we were talking about how much this problem goes further beyond and the source of it all. But of course, we're the center of the universe. It's all about me, of course. Even Tectone isn't this level of narcissistic, man. Jesus.
Oh, here's another one, guys.
And by the way, the bots, he will bot his video. That's why his videos get so many views, because he bots probably 5-10K views
What the fuck? What are you saying?
on his
That is a huge L. No, he doesn't. No, Saints doesn't. Botted videos are so blatant and obvious. If I'm botting 5K, why would I not bot more? Like, shouldn't I just make 30K or 40K, attract better sponsors? It's like, why? What? No. No, this is so weird. This is so weird to even insinuate. I could literally be the companies. What the fuck are you saying, Skull? See, man, this is what I'm talking about. People get mad at someone. They just lose the plot. They just be spitting. They just be spewing shit. They just be spewing shit. I'm gonna agree with him on this one. Hey, Saint, you got it.
Proof?
Yep. And even if sometimes it's outside the streamer's control. Yep. Bit of an L there.
How does nobody do any research to find out who this guy is, what he's saying, before you say, I'm gonna go support him?
Again, for the 100th time, we're not supporting Skull CJ. We're supporting the message of Saint's behavior currently. The current behavior, is not right. Fix it. That's all we're saying. I hope this message is clear. That's all we're saying.
I have lost so much faith in the content creation space in the past 48 hours.
We're starting to lose faith in you, bitch! Fuck! Man! Starting getting pissed out here.
I legitimately think the average IQ is like 40 points lower than I thought.
Yeah, that's what's starting to appear as on you as well, man. I'm just saying. I think maybe it's us lifting up a mirror, and you get to see how you look like now, all of a sudden. But we just come out of fucking nowhere. Like, you used to be this intellectual, proceeds with factual angles, like, and now it's just this weird ass childish drama. So, dude, oh my god.
Why does he know so much about botting and how it works?
because he bots probably
Because he's deep in the streets.
videos.
He seems to know the specific numbers and in the amounts that a creator should use.
He bots viewers on his stream. It's so funny though.
All these accusations that are getting hurled out, right? But this is the guy that has 49.1k followers and then regularly has, like, no views on anything. This is clearly botted. You have to be dumb not to believe this. And when you realize that all of these accusations that Skull is throwing at me is legit projection,
Wait, what? Is he saying Skull is botting too? Okay, proof. Man, Saints catches a dub, immediately makes it an L. It's so weird. It's so weird.
I'm really concerned about this clip now. This is proven to be projection. Hurling random accusations at me when it's proven that the accusations he's hurling at me are those that he's done himself. This really concerns me because we have proven he's accusing me of botting because he wants to take the heat of his own botting off of me. And now he's saying I'm grooming with no proof. Is it to take the heat of actual grooming being done by him off of him? I don't know. I'm just saying that is the trend I'm beginning to see form. He's accusing me of the things that he's doing. He's accusing me of the things that he's doing himself.
Proof. Both can play at that game. Jesus Christ. Like, get your W and keep it moving. For fuck's sake. Like, why do you have to, like, try and make him, oh, you're telling I do that? Well, you do that. No, you do that. Just get your W, keep it. Why is he losing aura? I don't get it. He farms aura and then all of a sudden he's like, nah, I don't want that. Damn.
This is what a typical Skull CJ stream actually looks like.
Oh, now we're gonna make fun of him? Okay. Grown ass men, gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen. My apologies. I know some ladies watch me. Grown ass men, ladies and gentlemen. With goatees. That's right.
What a chat. What a chat, bro. This is what it's like when we aren't farming Saint.
He's trying so hard. You're trying so hard. Why are you trying to talk down on a small streamer's chat? That chat isn't moving. So what? Even big streamers have moments where the chat isn't moving. What is even that? It's like you happen to be at a level where that's not an issue for smaller streamers and upcoming creators. It's a thing and it's fine. It's fine.
This is what it's like when we aren't farming Saint. And think about all them CCs who be jumping on this dude's... And remember, guys.
I'll be honest. If he says that one more time, I'm going to dip out the video. This is not a GG. This is L. Keep it moving. Grow up. Literally. I'll be honest. Because this is already like almost an hour long. I don't want to keep reviewing. We're literally like in a circle of throwing the same type of crap. All right. If this keeps going the way it is, all right, I'm out.
Why does he have so many followers? I wonder why Skull has so many followers.
See, subscriber count in YouTube and follower count on Twitch doesn't necessarily equate to the views. Things happen. You pause for a long period of time, like myself, things are going to go down. Things are not going to be on the up and up. You commit harakiri in terms of content creation, which is to pause for a long period of time because you're unable to make content at that period of time. People move on. You're not in the race anymore. Where were you during this and that, etc., etc.? You're not in the conversation. So guess what? The audience moves on. That's the nature of the very thing we're doing right now. And you're going to try to use that to talk down on the guy? When he literally also just made an L for saying you were view botting, which clearly proof. And same here. You're trying to make like the argument it's like followers equals to viewership, which you as a CC, as someone that understands how CCing works, like the social platforms work, doesn't necessarily equate to viewership.
Here's just another example of the projection, the lying, the actual expose that when it comes to a creator like this.
I feel like Saintontas really tries to activate Magic Cylinder or Mirror Force and fails miserable.
But this is Skull CJ, right? Some of the stuff I've had to deal with from YouTube and Twitch streamer Saint brigading his community to report my channel and exposing his blatant homophobia, calling me gay and saying he should say slurs because of my shirtless picture.
By the way, it turns out the community is more pissed off at Saint than Skull CJ. Because Saintontas' video got taken down, as we've seen at the start, not Skull CJ, which is pretty hilarious, by the way. Which tells me maybe, could be a wake-up call to saying that, yeah, you see that community that you think are gassing you up and saying, oh, oh my God, Lamau. They're not your friend. Yeah, they're not about to go out all the way to YouTube and report some dude because you said so. You're here for me. Bitch, you're here for me. Let me gas you up. Let me keep playing you like a damn fiddle and keep entertaining me like, well, I'm not saying like the clown as in like your profile, because I know some people call you a clown. That's not what I'm meaning here. Like the clown that you are as in the analogy. That's right. Do not underestimate the audience. Do not. They're capable of so much. Because here's the thing. When there was an issue, you got brigaded. That video got taken down. You said so. Like, I don't think Skull... well, I think Skull did say that. But he didn't say that about this video. To my knowledge, currently. I'm not keeping up as much as I should. But because I can't, all right? I have to do different things. Like play the 3.1 story, all right? I kind of want to do that more than watching this. I'll be low-key. So, yeah. Kind of funny how this turned out, to be honest with you.
This video is called Saint is the biggest cum dumpster in the Arknights community. This thumbnail over here says, it hurts to walk, implying that I've been forcibly sodomized. So 1, I'm getting sodomized. B, I'm the biggest cum dumpster. And let's take a look at the first couple of... Oh, yeah, that's in this video. He put his OnlyFans photo in the video that is age restricted, that is calling me the biggest cum dumpster in the Arknights community. He put his OnlyFans photo in the first 20 seconds of this video that's age restricted, where he's calling me a cum dumpster, and the previous video he uploaded, guys,
He literally has a girl always coming in and out in his streams. Like if you watched his streams too, you would know that. Obviously he's not gay. Even if he was, no one cares. We don't give a fuck.
do you know what sodomy is? Go Google it if you don't know, but don't click images. He's out here pretending.
Internet crap. Like, of course. Like, okay, so I'm in a Xbox lobby, and someone go, man, that's what your mom said last night. Oh, he's so right. Oh, it's this. Dude, like, we're not retarded. This is obvious insults, like internet insults that don't mean shit and should not be taken at face value, like in the terms that are coming out of that person's mouth. So most of the time, sometimes someone do be insulting you by the truth. That does be a thing, but it's rare on the internet. So food for thought.
Putting these hashtags here, tagging LGBT, like he's some paragon of virtue.
That is true. That wasn't how I saw that. I was like, what? Oh, now we're trying to. Okay, sure.
So it's not okay when I call him gay for the things he did, but it's okay for him to just.
Why are you gay?
So that's already 3 instances, right? Where we've seen him clearly not practice what he preaches. Look at this country. You are gay. Gay. And of course, you're so gay. Crazy, isn't it? Right? Crazy, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a joke. Obviously, it's satire.
Rules for thee, but not for me. And remember, guys, he made both of these thumbnails before I even responded to him a single time.
Because here's the thing, it applies to both, by the way. Like when Saintontas says you're gay, he tries to be like when you show proof and all that. Yeah, it makes it kind of serious, and this is where Saint fails to see.
This means everyone who sided with him knew that was the chronological timeline and still decided to side with him.
What the fuck are you even saying? What is he saying, man? What is? You're giving people that came into that call way too much credit. And you think we're over here consuming all of this. Here's the thing. We're not concerned. He's not making content about us. Of course you're going to know that because this is all about you. Of course. You have more fuel to dive into this because it's about you. For us, as just third parties, we're not going to know every single thing. All right. I did not see those Discordians. I seen the ones for Maze Moon. I feel like Maze Moon like kind of started all this shit in a way. It's like he was the straw that broke the camel's back when it comes to the other CCs pulling up. It's like, what are you even trying to say? What are you implying? What kind of schizo projecting ass shit is this?
LLC is Kurobot over here, and you see a pretty wild statement showing up over here, right? Some could say anti-Semite. Who is Skull chumming it up with in his DMs? Who is Skull having friendly conversations with in his DMs, having some good times with?
That's not in DMs. It's like the Discord lobby, I think.
Chumming it up with. Why is it that for some reason I get into drama with neo-Nazis or content creators who are friends with neo-Nazis on their Discord servers?
Implying that they're friends because they exchange like banter on a Discord lobby is a bit of a reach. Yeah, maybe he should just like, dude, don't say that type of stuff. Stuff like that. Sure, well, sure. I'm with you there. But implying that they're friends and that immediately they're the same, no. The fact is, Zone was a different case because he allowed that to just keep going and he participated in that. Those are 2 different things. That's right. Make all the difference. One, there's a benefit of the doubt. Other, not so much. And now we're implying that, oh, it's the same as Zone. All right. Like, Saint tries so hard. He tries so hard. Look at him trying. Man, he's trying super hard.
Just like the server that Zome had.
No, but Zome participated. It's different. If you want to go after Skull, yeah, we can go after him for the lack of moderation. Absolutely. It happened on your watch. But you participating is a whole can of worms, man.
Why don't we go ahead? Why don't we take a look at what Skull CJ has cooked up for us? And of course, dispel even more misinfo and fake D.
Oh, so now we're going to react to the video. Okay, so we poisoned the well as much as possible. And now we're going to... Because as we've seen with Professor Pokey, this was us actually painting Skull CJ in a way to make him look like a crazy, silly-ass guy. Despite us failing to realize that we looked probably as silly, if not more sillier, than the guy we were trying to paint as silly. But anyway, let's get into the react video.
Spineless, talentless hacks. And there's like 9 of them that I get to farm tomorrow. And
What? There was not 9 of us. What are you talking about? And plus, how are we talentless hacks? One of them is literally bigger than you. Pause.
so obviously, the first thing he does is try to imply that I'm attacking all the creators over here. I'm actually not attacking Tech. I'm not attacking V. And surprisingly enough, guys...
Oh, he knows. Saints, I adore you, man. Please, just wake up from whatever crazy ass shit you got yourself into, man. Fuck. Just work with me, Saint, for fuck's sake. For fuck's sake. Just do it. Just do it, man. God damn it.
And the funny thing is that I actually took a screenshot of this to show that Skull had me blocked.
What? Why?
Preemptively, while also trying to call me. I took a screenshot of this.
I made the call. I'll tell you guys exactly what happened. I made the call because I have them both as friends. And I did not know he blocked them. That's new to me. Because I can't see it because I'm not in Saintontas' account.
Blocked me while also trying to call me at the same time. Which is just strange and odd behavior. So basically, he's taking an excerpt from one of my VODs and then just placing this image over it to make it seem like I'm talking to these people. So that's essentially the first bit of actual misinfo. This is not directed at the people in the screenshot, but he's making it seem like it is.
Yeah.
Which is, I mean, it's just misinformation, but are we surprised?
Well, you did say it. He did what you do. We'll give him the fair. Still, Skull shouldn't have done that, by the way. That's an L. Like, if we're gonna call out this type of behavior from Saint, we're gonna have to call it out from Skull. 2 wrongs don't make it right. I had this, I'm sorry, CJ, I'm about to snitch on your ass. Whoops, don't come after me. I'm shaving me timbers. He is starting to wake up to the fact that hopefully Saints can just wake up to the type of behavior he's exhibiting right now, and we can all just shake on it, hug it out, you know, kind of pause there, considering what they're throwing up against each other for gay shit. And just keep it moving, man.
Literal, verifiable fucking rats in the space. I'm just gonna be so honest with you, man. Like, Jesus Christ, sometimes you can't just call Orkin, you gotta be Orkin. Cause I'm a spineless fucking loser CC. I just wanna see the receipts and the glue he tries to pull up. CJ decides to put this at the end of his video to try to imply that my community is the one that's super negative. All these guys are banned. A white name on Discord
means
on
you're
the
banned.
server means that they're not there anymore.
Yes.
And apparently he shows this throughout the video as well. He's saying this is his proof. This is his undeniable argument that I'm a hypocrite.
Why did this video get taken down, by the way? So far, like, I'm not really seeing the real, like, why would it go down? You know what I mean? I'm genuinely curious out of nowhere. It's like, why? How? Like, did it really break YouTube TOS? So which means it must have been really brigaded. Like, a lot of people were pissed and are tired of this behavior and were like, man, fuck this. This is the only explanation I have right now. Because so far, we're like halfway there. I don't necessarily see the big issue that YouTube's gonna step in and go, yeah, you know what, fuck this.
So why is it that he uses Tectone and Gotcha Smack's photo, but he puts in a random Asian guy for me? So he'll put
Because you're Bobby Lee, like, you're known as Bobby Lee. I think that's a compliment. Like, I'll be honest, I'm dying on that hill. I think that's a compliment. Low key.
Because I'm Asian, he puts in a random Asian guy for me instead.
Strong implication. Come on, Saint. Come on. Oh my god.
That's a little interesting, isn't it? What if I play my whole name? So now we got one more, another one, right? Another one.
Yeah, when Skull CJ said he's DJ Khaled, he sure wasn't kidding.
Another one.
Every single time he has the opportunity to put other CCs, he makes sure to use the other CC's image, but then puts a random Asian guy for mine.
Mr. Pokey is Asian. Did he put Mr. Pokey? You know, I'll do the research. So he put Mr. Pokey. Mr. Pokey is Asian. He put him right here. There it is. Yeah, there it is. See, this is the problem with saying. See, this is what he does, and I so don't like that. Like, it feels so bad faith. It's so weird. So yeah, all this to say, clearly Saint kind of behaves in bad faith when it comes to this, just for the sake of painting a picture. Which I feel like when you do that, and it's literally not necessarily the case, and you're trying to paint this crazy ass picture of the guy like he's this racist. I don't know, man. I don't know.
Because you wanted clout. Because you saw me as an easy farm. People that I have known for years. 2 years, 1.5 years. All betrayed me on a dime for some views.
They didn't betray you. Okay, apparently I'm not in there, so like I'm not going to say we, maybe. Lucky me. But they didn't. They didn't. Now, please just listen to reason.
You saw him say Saint bad. And you were like, huh, Saint bad? You're right, Saint bad. I don't need.
And your research is clearly flawed. You did your research, good. Now, there's some things we didn't know. Now we know, good. But apparently, it's not as perfect as you try to make it to be. Let's watch out for that, bro. Please. God damn, why is this even happening?
Do you realize how much damage you've done to your own careers with this? Do you realize
Man,
this?
we didn't do shit. They didn't do shit. They didn't do shit. Like, it's anybody with a good head on their shoulders are gonna look at this and go, "Oh yeah, Saint is a little off the rails on this one." Yeah, but hey, you get views, you get views.
Do you want to know what gets weaponized in this most recent video here from Skull CJ?
What?
I am turned into.
I didn't watch that,
I'm
by the way.
characterized as somebody who yells at women or like harasses women. You want to know why?
Yeah, because
instead of simply having a private conversation with me, let me tell you what happened. And we need to pull up this creator in particular because what she did is frankly kind of fucking unforgivable. Cap had a bit of an issue with a statement that I made before, right? She
that shit was 8 hours, an 8-hour stream. Jesus Christ.
replays one clip over and over again across the course of a day. It's a minute 32-second clip for my stream. And basically the summary of this clip is that I see that one of her chatters, May S. Moon, is actively supporting Skull CJ.
I talked to May S. Moon directly live on stream, and his words, not mine. And I quote, "I have no ill will and harbor no hatred towards Saintontas. I just disagree with the behavior he exhibits towards these things, and I think it should be toned down a little," which we all agree. Obviously, Saint has an issue with people having an issue with him. Duh. And I feel like that's like the next level schizo CC that I don't think people want to have as a CC. Like, relax. Back to intellectual, self-centered Saint, please. I think that I don't know. That's how you farm aura to me personally. Like, in my eyes, what makes you so I want to absorb certain things from you is definitely that. Definitely that. And you know, you got bars. I'll be honest. Hey, Saint got bars. Saint got bars. I love having Saint in the background talking. Like, bro got bars. I like to absorb some of them bars.
The moment that he made a video where the thumbnail is him photoshopping me over Jelaine Maxwell, a literal sex offender, Jelaine Maxwell. Maybe she's not one. I'm not super sure.
Jesus Christ.
Like, I don't know what her condition is. Like, it's obviously fucked up, right? He photoshops me over Jelaine Maxwell. And then one of her VIPs joins his server and starts actively supporting him. And so I said on stream, I really hope you guys ban this person. And if you don't, we're going to have some problems.
But how did he support him? I think if I remember, I have the screenshots. These are the screenshots. So he goes, "Damn, CJ is singling him out. So am I allowed to report Saint's channel for accusing things about others?" CJ goes, "Bro, this shit is hilarious." Maze go, "Logic applies." CJ goes, "I'm trying to drop these next 2 videos before he gets off stream so he can add them to the list. He thinks I'm scared of him foul." So he's basically saying, I'm just to report these videos because I think they're bad. That's it. But he's not like harboring hatred towards you as a person necessarily. He has an issue with the content. And I feel like those two things, like, if you stop associating yourself with what you what your content is, this is a crazy tinfoil hat theory of mine, but I don't think Saint believes half the shit he says typically online. I think he's too smart for that. Now, dude, I think, you know, it's name of the game. Name of the game. I don't think he believes half that shit. Yeah, hey, you heard it here first. That's me. That's what I think. He doesn't strike me as the type of guy that would actually be this, like, even in his private time. You know what I mean? The only thing that got me alarmed, I'll be honest, is when he went off at Cap. Because, like, at that point, he's kind of offline and a bit of an issue. But anyway, what I'm trying to show here is Maze isn't as bad. Unless there's other DMs that I'm unaware of. This is the ones I have. And I talked to the guy directly, live on stream. He says, hey, again, it's like I have a problem with what the content is and not necessarily the person.
A whole 8-hour, 30-minute stream.
I know, that's crazy.
Playing this clip makes a fucking bingo board about me with shit like what I'm going to say in like the video that I make. I didn't even make a video about her.
Okay, so we can, I guess, use this as a reference to this video, for example. Virtue signaling. There's some virtue signaling, sure. Threats. He didn't threaten here. Fake friend, sure. Emotional. No, I guess he didn't brought you up. So now maybe we'll watch out for that. Not banning CJ. Yeah, he called that out multiple times. Sure. Gifted subs doing it for money. We'll see. Talks for hours about Saints. He didn't do that yet. We'll see. My Discord is a problem. He didn't do that yet. We'll see. Not reading his answers. He didn't do that yet. We'll see. Free video. Not yet. Problematic friends. He did that already. All right.
But she proceeded to, instead of just calling me to
she was 30% right, or like 40% right.
Talk about this. She farms me for 8 hours and 30 minutes and then calls me a bad friend. She farms it for 8 hours, a 1 minute, 32-second clip.
See, here's how I see it. Saintontas is currently off the rails. He's a bit lost in terms of the behavior he exhibits towards particular topics. But in his core, Saint is a good dude. And differentiating these two things is incredibly important. It's like, for example, my brother has a crush on a very toxic person. Like they're in a relationship with a very toxic person, and it leads them to doing things that are just not good for them, for the family, anyway, anything. Like, you know what I'm trying to say. That doesn't mean that my brother is a bad person. It just means that the things that this environment is making them do is bad. They can't see that. We have to pull them here, because here's the thing, guys, whether we want to believe it or not, even the most intellectual individuals stray off the path and start acting, they schizo out about some shit they have no business schizoing out on. This is what's happening here.
Now that we've seen all the other context of what this guy does and how he misportrays information about how much he lies, he's, again, the view botting, the grooming. She doesn't even try to talk to me. She just goes live and follows me for 8 hours and 30 minutes and calls me a bad friend. She did no research into this guy. She did no research into his takes.
Again, for the 1,000th time, about his takes and everything, it's just a message of Saint is behaving poorly. We agree. I think even you agree. Because I refuse to believe. I'm dying on this. Hey, tinfoil hat here, call whatever you want. I refuse to believe that when you sit alone or when you're out there working whatever you're doing, that you look at this and go, oh yeah, that's the way to do it. She's like, God damn it, here we go again. I gotta do this shit. I gotta feed the babies. That's what I think.
She allows Skull CJ to continue harassing me in her chat. She refuses to ban Skull CJ.
At that point, it started to feel like you were harassing her. That was literally the image that was starting to be painted. This from my perspective. Which I was like, what is even Saint doing? Like, why are you losing so much aura? Like, you don't have to do that.
The guy that photoshopped me onto Jelaine Maxwell is in her chat talking shit to me the whole time, and she doesn't ban him. But then she's out here telling me that I'm making unreasonable demands by asking her to ban the chatter. He's banned, though? You wanna know when he got banned? After I asked 10 times for him to get banned.
Are we sure about that? I'm not sure about that. I doubt that he's banned, but anyway, we'll take the chat. Crapino Cabernet. No, crapping on Cabernet. I think I know this guy. Anyway,
Asked for
we'll
him
see.
10 times to get banned. And then she banned him after like the 10th time. He was in there for 5 hours.
I think at that point, she was just like, look, Maze, you're going to take this one for the team. I just wanted to get this off my back. I think that's probably what happened. Like, she just gave up just to be like, okay, I'm done with this. Just take it and just leave me alone. I think that's what happened. I could be wrong here.
And I get called a bad friend. She never made any attempt to reach out. I am the one just simply being wronged here on every front.
Whoa. Let's calm down there for a second. That's a nice attempt. Let's get back. Hey, you almost, there was a nice sneaky uppercut. It's a foul. I call foul.
Freaks the fuck out. Says I'm trying to like control her, make unreasonable demands, that I'm trying to like impose my will or something. No, I just want to stop this because it's crazy. Because this guy's crazy, not me.
Sanchez is starting to look crazy too. Yeah, this is not me. This guy's crazy, not me. A little bit. Not a lot, baby girl, just a little bit.
This is what Cap's mod of 7, 6, 8, 9+ months, I don't know how much, says about me on a daily basis. She says this.
Nah, Saints, you're the nuts one here, for fuck's sake. Yeah, he needs to hear that a million times more. Avoiding confrontation. You're such a child. My respect for Cap just went nuclear from this stream. Proof, bitch. I don't understand why Saintontas hates Genocide so much. I'll be honest, I'm with you there. Saintontas is the sole reason why everyone hates the Woo community. Let's calm down now. Let's calm down.
Cap keeps this person as a moderator in her chat for months, and I'm the bad friend. Nah, Saint, you're the nuts one here. Yeah, he needs to hear that 1 billion more times. Avoiding confrontation. You're such a child. My respect for Cap went nuclear. Huh? Proof? I don't understand why Saint hates Jenna so much. Probably because your IQ is negative.
Apparently, I have negative IQ too.
Let me give you a bit of a special. This is where we're going to start doing some callouts. This is where we're going to start providing some glue that we know other CCs never even try to provide. This is why I'm not going to shit on V, but I'm going to carve out some time for a very, very great, a great person over here, Belazian. Let's listen to this part.
You say that, that's fucked up. You don't support me. I'm gonna be like, yeah, no, you're right, absolutely. CJ, you're behaving like an asshole. Yeah, absolutely, bro. Like, it's just, you should be able to tell your
CJ, the
friends.
thumbnail.
This is why I'm not going in on VXV, even though VXV took the time to platform this retard. Let's listen to what V said.
I didn't platform shit. Like, I'm talking about the topic, which involves both you guys, since I appreciate both you guys. Again, like, maybe, yeah, sure, you're right. Like, his skull definitely is off there, which I did call out multiple times, by the way. But that's the whole point. It's like, you don't have to shit on it. There are different approaches. There's different paths to roam. I'm taking a different path than what you may deem is the correct path, but to me, this is the best path. Well, at least for me, it's like peace, love, and happiness. right? If your goal is just to swing swords, we have different goals then. Maybe you're off to Rome to the Gladiator Colosseum. I'm off to Rome to trade and just to meet people, right? Different approaches, but we're all heading to the same place. You know what I'm trying to say? It's like, come on now. Come on now. We just want an end to this. I would love for it to end in an amicable manner.
The Epstein is crazy, dude. Change it.
Absolutely no.
Honestly, no. Make another.
And hear this.
Absolutely no.
Honestly, no. Make another one.
Yeah, I made another one.
That's Blazion in the background saying, make another one. I would
I
have.
think we're trolling. It's like we're laughing. That's why I laughed. I thought he was trolling. There's no way he's going to make another one, right, guys? Right? Right?
You're saying that more CC should be doing this, is what you're saying. You want this to become a new normal in the YouTube space. People photoshopping other CC's faces onto literal criminals and shipping them as thumbnails? That's what you want. That's what you approve of, Blazion. You fucking dipshit. What the fuck is wrong with you?
The irony of this is crazy, but I kind of have to play it. It's crazy. Shouts out to Legions for being the the source of why this happened.
From my Woo streams that
This is what applies to Saintontas too, by the way, which is ironic.
I hear voices in my head. They talk to me. They understand. They talk to me.
Because like I think he was ha-haing there. That's what I think.
How do you not even acknowledge how ridiculous your statement is? You fucking dipshit. Don't insult the caterpillars. You're right. You're right. We'll use fictional things. What does Gotcha Smack say? He calls them weevils, right? And you want to know what the craziest thing is, guys? I react to this guy's videos a bunch. And you want to know why he's attacking me? I think it's because I stopped. I used to react to a lot of his videos. I think it's because I stopped. And where's the channel at right now? I wonder why we're taking shots. I wonder why now it's Saint Mad. I think it's time for me to tell the cold, honest truth to many of the CCs. What about you, Pharaohs? Let's look at this vid, right? Or maybe we don't. Maybe we just look at the AI summary of this video because I don't feel like giving dog shit content like this any more fucking sway.
He should stop saying that immediately. You're starting to sound like fucking Frogan and shit. They're the only ones like this. This phrase has been polluted by like a bunch of retards. Stop saying that. Please. It's just negative PR. Just don't do that. It's completely useless, by the way. You can phrase it differently. I'm going to read the transcript because I don't feel like watching the whole thing. Easy.
In this video, Pharaohs addresses the ongoing drama between YouTube content creator Skull CJ and Saint Tones, ultimately siding with Skull. Hey, Pharaohs, did you know this guy is racist?
Allegedly. No, we don't have enough. Yeah, racism's still a very big allegation to just throw at someone.
We just needed to farm. Because you want to know the only thing I've done? Guys, let me show you what our exchange looks like. Yo, what's up, Saint? I was told that you wanted me to be on a podcast. I'm down to chat anytime. Awesome, sounds great. Nothing scheduled for now, but I'll reach out when there is.
Oh yeah, fuck yeah, dude. When the fuck is the next Gotcha cast? For fuck's sake!
I offered to have him on a podcast when I was reacting to one of his vids, and it like just never happened because they're hard to schedule. But like, I always make like the first attempt to like bring these guys in and like help them out and like do all this stuff. Right? I reach out first, do all that stuff, and then this is like just what happens to me. It just repeatedly keeps happening.
Again, like this is all happening. Like Saint is saying this because he still fails to see that the problem is not you as a person, it's the current behavior you're exhibiting and going with, which is just not okay. You gotta, put the brakes on that.
That's why I don't talk to people anymore. That's why I've stopped. Because why? It just gives me more opportunities to be betrayed. It gives me more opportunities for clout chasing goblins to jump on my shit and look for a payday.
It doesn't even pay that much. I don't think we can use that as a means to an end. I don't think it pays you that much.
Good old Pixel Tree trying to do some farming. Oh, probably because our Arknights Enfield videos have about as much views as revenue.
I think Saint fails to see something very important, which is people do this mainly out of passion and out of love for the game more than the bag. Because here's the thing, I feel like people care about the bag later down when they have grown their audience to a certain extent where now, okay, I need a more professional approach to this because this is lucrative now. But I feel like at the start, like me right now, I'm literally losing money CCing. I pay my editors, I'm losing money. I'm not making much money. I'm not even making any money from this shit. And guess what? I don't take the money directly. So it's like, dude, like anything that YouTube generates, I can't even take it. Maybe, now just maybe. Not everybody's doing it for the bag. Not everybody's doing it for this or that. It's just the name of the game. We're all in this. We're all passionate about these topics. We're all passionate about the space. We're talking about it. Here's the thing. Believe it or not, people do things that they enjoy. People talk about things they're passionate about. It's kind of what the internet is about, like in terms of social media. Ooh, shocking. I know.
And we got yet another CC who's jumping in to try to get in on the bandwagon. Do you see what's occurred right now, ladies and gentlemen? These guys have all prematurely ended their own careers because you're supporting a literal active racist.
I'll speak for myself. What career? What career, man? I already committed harakiri when life hit me so hard. It just pounded me into the ground, and it's like I'm literally trying to crawl out of a hellhole that life has dealt me, right? Like it is what it is. Like I don't have a career in the first place. Like I don't have much to gain nor to lose from this. I do this out of passion. I do this out of enjoyment. I'll be honest. This is currently the best hobby I have right now, considering my situation, my life situation. This is what gives me the most motivation and really gets me up. And I think it's very important in this current state of my life because it's easy to just crumble under the weight of the bad hand you were dealt, the trauma you were dealt, the humiliations you were dealt. It's very easy to just crumble under that weight, but you need something that spurs you on. And CCing, he's doing that for me. Literally, CCing to me is like almost like therapy. So it's not a career, not this, not that. Like to me, CCing is literally a tool that I can provide entertainment and value to others, and allows me to feel like I'm somebody. Because life recently has told me, is trying to tell me you're nothing. I'm trying to disprove that. That's it. That's it. Can I do that? I'd appreciate it if I could. Not that deep. It's nothing as bad as this. There's some self-serving, of course, but I try to help you, give you some different perspectives, some more nuance, right? I'm not insulting you. I'm not insulting Skull, anything like this is silly. Like, please, can we just shake on it? That's it. That's it. Like, I feel like it's so simple to do. It's so easy to do. Like, there's more serious shit out there. I just went through it. It's like, no, stop it. Stop it.
What are we doing here? All saying,
We support Skull. Skull's on the right side of history. He's just giving Saint the medicine he...
The only thing Skull is right on is, yeah, Saintontas need to be called out for this behavior because this gotta end. Like, for example, like we've seen earlier, like you try to paint these pictures that are crazy to even trying to paint. It's like, even why? To be honest, for me, that's why. Oh, I gotta feed some babies over here. And like, they can be dismantled too. It's so weird. Like, why even do that, man? Come on.
every single video is just filled with lies. And this is the thing. They're all like an hour long. They're all a fucking hour long. Imagine, bro, that I have to go through.
Well, maybe Saint didn't lie, for example. Like, for example, the racist thing, there's some lying by omission there. Because you omitted the Mr. Pokey thing, etc., which goes against the picture you're trying to paint. Why even get there? That's my question. It's like, why even go there?
How long did it take us to get through a 30-second clip about Tectone, bro? It took us like 20 minutes because that's how much he lies. Bro, my reaction to his channel would take like 4 fucking days because of how many lies are in those videos. And guys, he's telling you the fact that I won't react to his dog shit content is a sign that I'm scared. No, bitch. I just don't want to lower my IQ listening to your...
God damn it. He had me at lower. Yeah, don't lower your stance is what I was going to go with. Like, yeah, you're like, you know, you're good. Maybe you could... If I was saying, that's what I would do. I would just absorb what needs to be absorbed. I think that a lot of the audience is like, does that a lot. Is that you absorb what you want to absorb and you filter out the shit that you know is no good and you keep it pushing. That's what I would have done if I was saying, but that's just me though.
Because this is the thing, guys.
We're already saying it. We're already saying it. It's like, dude, like the way you're going about it is crazy. I think a lot of CCs are saying that.
Also jumps on this call.
Yes.
And he likes to talk about his misgivings. And we'll save him for last because I kind of feel bad about him. Box 2 is trying to begin his transition into teamfight tactics. A community that's very... I would say the teamfight tactics community is pretty liberal. They'd probably be upset to find out that the TFT streamer Box 2 supports a guy that's racist against East Asian people.
Why are you doing this, man? Why? Jesus Christ. Box didn't even say much. Like, I just said, hey, you gonna keep doing that? All right, yeah, maybe he needs, yeah, maybe he needs this. All right, anyway, take care, y'all. Why? Like, how dare he or something? What kind of ego is this? Why? You're just gonna shoot him in the legs immediately.
What if Box figured out you're supporting a literal racist? But
I'm not a racist. We've just shown that from the picture that you've tried to show. So, like I don't know why Sam even puts himself in this position in the first place. That's my question. That's why I can't wrap my head around. So why even be in this position where you could literally kill it with grace? I don't get it.
Putting up with a dude who's literally
I mean, it farms, sure. There's the why in the sense of, the babies are happy. It's like, come on. Some. I feel like some W's are not to be taken. I do, and some L's should be taken. I do. Yeah. Life is weird like that. It's not as black and white as it seems.
Do you think the NA TFT space is going to be very happy with that, buddy? I actually keep up with it, so I actually know who the streamers are. They're all Asian. And you are on the record, on stream, supporting a guy who's literally racist against Asian people.
How did he support him?
Scorch earth on you and flip it to you, and I wouldn't want that. You don't deserve that.
That's his DMs to her. So remember this, right? Sorry, this is just an extra excerpt for fun. Doesn't this read like, Tech, please, I'm better. Tech, I promise you. Tech, I promise you. I'm better than him. Cap, I promise you, I'm better than him. Cap, I promise I'm better. He literally has a track record of just repeatedly going to every CC in the space and then like trying to convince them that like he's better than me or something. It's so weird.
From what he said to me, I would show DMs, but I need his permission. Like Saintontas should just wake up, stop this behavior and just let bygones be bygones.
It's so weird. It's so cringe. He's such a loser. Sorry, I just need to talk about that. Yeah, that's the DM that he decided to show for some fucking reason. Ladies and gentlemen,
true.
I believe I have actually found the reason for why Skull has been interacting with Cap so much, sliding into her DMs, even leaking the DMs that he showed, right? Or leaking the DMs that he sent to her. And I think it's simple. Just look at this thumbnail over here. Look at the video that this guy made. I'll let you draw your own conclusions. Just know that Skull CJ is apparently married. Weird vibes all around. I hope Cap enjoys the bed that she's made and the new community that she's found. Weirdos. Now we got the comments from Box 2, ladies and gentlemen. Are you ready?
Whatever it is that you're playing, this at the end of the day is just simple.
Let me see. Maybe because I was tired as fuck. I just wanted to shower. I'll be honest. During the call, I just wanted to shower. Maybe like I just come back from the shower. Anyway, I was like tired as fuck. I was cooked, Chad. I was cooked. Maybe I misremembered. Let's see.
Bullshit. I'm gonna just deal with whatever's going on.
100%.
However it needs to be dealt with.
Yo, Chad.
Get that boy,
bitches.
man. Give him what he deserves. Good luck, CJ. I gotta go though. Hey.
Give him what he deserves.
Yeah, get him what he deserves. Just get him what he deserves. This is what Box does. Like, get him what he deserves. Like, he's being facetious. I don't even think he's serious. You cannot take what Box says. Always take. Whenever Box speaks, I'm like throwing grain of salt. In all the words that are coming in my ear, I'm just like throwing in grains of salt. But you cannot take Box seriously. Ain't no way.
Was it worth it to go onto this guy's stream and say those things? I hope it was. I really hope it was. I'm not going to play the rest of it for your sake. We'll just keep it here. I think you got some questions you need to answer. I think you got a lot of questions that you need to answer. When it comes to the CCs in this call over here, like I mentioned, there are a couple that won't be called out. EO actually tried walking this guy down from the ledge. So did VXV. So I'm going to recognize that despite the fact they entertained this guy with a platform, they were there to try to mitigate whatever fucked up shit he was doing, right?
Thank you. He sees that. Can you mitigate with us? That'd be nice. Mitigate with us. Fuck. Just you know what I'm saying? Just work with us and let's just, dude. You know it's getting crazy when even EO, a lot of people are like to shit on, is sitting here going, yeah, guys. You know what? It's just this ain't nothing. All right. This is whatever, man. Come on, guys. Come on.
Right. Oh, and here's just some evidence that May S. Moon, the chatter that I asked to be banned in Cap's chat for supporting the guy who was...
Here's the thing. I think what Cap should have done is be like, I'll just remove the VIP. And I think that would have went a long way. Because here's the thing. I feel like Saint should just have... See, what Saint requires now is that for things to go his way. And when you give them inches... Because here's the thing. My best friend is kind of similar too. It's like why I keep saying, like, I have a experience with Saintontas. Not only just my best friend, like I had friends like that. Like for some reason, I happen to be friends with a lot of people that exhibit this type of behavior. They need a W. Like they are not leaving without a pound of meat. They need to take some meat with them. They're sharks. They're gonna have to take something with them. I would go, just give them the VIP. Remove the VIP. Maze, you're in thin ice, bucko. And that's it. But I can't ban him because here's my stance. You know, my stance is uncomfortable. I hope you see it from my point of view. At that point, they're more open to reason. but you gotta always remove the rage debuff they have. So it's like you're fighting this boss and they have this rage aura. You have to debuff that too for you to be able to do damage and wake them up from their slumber. But again, like Cap is within her right because it's my chat, it's my property, my rules, my platform, my rules. I do what I want. It is what it is. Like ultimately, like if we're really, really gonna back up, remove friendship, remove everything. Her platform, she can do whatever you want, and we have no business telling her how she should go on about who's in her chat, who's watches her content or not. Where Saint made a mistake is definitely by saying, there will be consequences to that. That sounds like a threat. That sounds, you're implying so much that is just off. I feel like if he just didn't say that, Cap wouldn't rebuttal the way she did because at that point she felt like she had to stand up for herself. You put her in a very tricky position. I feel like if Saint's approach was, hey, this chat is weird. Why are you VIPing him? What is even this? Right? And especially if you say it in DMs, etc., then sure, we can have a conversation. Maybe even Cap would probably do exactly what I said. Like, he's like, all right, you know what? If he's this weird, you know what? I'll remove the VIP, and he's on thin ice. And okay, sure. Thank you for letting me know. I appreciate it. But when you throw threats, at that point, people will be defensive, and just Cap is well within her right. Like, because like we gotta take accountability for you created a situation where it's very tricky for the person you put in that position to handle it in a way that you'd want to. Again, like you'll notice that ultimately is the how things are done and not the why things are done. Very interesting. It's why I'm really covering this, to be honest with you. This is very interesting social dynamics. I kind of sound like a dick on this one, but like when you back up in your own personal time, this is like good value to you as a person, like for you to grow as a person and in how to behave and deal with certain social situations.
I asked her to ban the person who is the mod of the guy that is photoshopping me onto Jelaine Maxwell. And I was the bad friend for asking that. Anyways, we have some rat CCs that still need to be.
There's always gonna be some weird mods. Like you can't like modding is like how do you even elect mods? Like they hang out in your chat a lot. They're willing to do some work for you. You mod them. It's that simple, man. It's really that simple.
We got Itoma over here. And just so you all are aware, I went on vacation with this guy. And he decided to trust this dude over me after everything I showed you.
I feel like Ethoma is just being a troll. That's how he behaves in my eyes. Like he's a kid. He's an internet troll. He's like, seriously, we're gonna take Ethoma seriously online.
I don't even know what to say at this point. How pathetic and spineless is this?
You're giving him too much credit, man. You're giving him way too much credit, man.
And he's only like 21 pounds and he weighs like, he's only like 21 years old and he weighs like 100 pounds. I think 21 pounds is probably more accurate though. Yeah,
okay, so we can safely call him Little Bro. All right.
He would topple at like a light.
Sorry, I thought it was right there.
Breeze, and I think he would get beat up by actual middle schoolers. So it's like a little bit odd to see him like talking so big when he is physically the most pathetic person I've probably seen in my life.
Welcome to the internet. Yep. There it is. You just answered your own question. Maybe this is what Athoma is doing. He's being an internet fucking troll. That's right. And guess what you do to those? You don't want to interact with them as much. You just want to kill them with grace. Just saying. So if you're like he's this kid, why are you lowering yourself to a kid's behavior? Just ignore it. Leave it on red. I feel like motherfuckers should start leaving things on red a lot more. I do. I think if Saint would just let... I think Saint would have killed it. He would have killed it if he just left this shit on red. Yeah. But people are now parading around talking shit. He couldn't let that slide. But sometimes it's like, why should I dirty myself with that shit? I'm killing it. I'm doing my thing. I'm killing it. I don't have to. I really don't have to. But, yeah, street cred matters to motherfuckers.
He looks like E.T. Moving forward.
That was everybody. I think that was
everybody. I just got the mental image of E.T. and I realized it looks exactly like him. So, like...
I don't know who that is.
Moving forward, there's another CC that shows some open support for Skull CJ. And that's Arikado Zodan. We make sure to call out Arikado Zodan for a specific reason.
I think I know him. He's someone that betrayed Saintontas from last I've seen. And he has an issue with Saintontas. But I'm not too knowledgeable in that lore. Because I know like it involves ZZZ, and I'll be honest, I'm outside ZZZ. I don't play ZZZ. I quit around Astraeal. I said ZZZ has won. I cannot play that game anymore. It is what it is.
We need to explore much further than this when it comes to this guy. Obviously, he's basking in the idea that Skull CJ, like, crushed me. He also supports racists, I guess. Let me just play you a clip from my video, which kind of like just encapsulates the overall reaction to someone saying the age of consent is 16 in their area.
Because he's antagonistic, because he's abrasive, because he is obsessed with nothing but success and metrics over everything else.
You're obsessed with lying and children. I'd rather be obsessed with metrics and success than the age of consent numbers in states.
The area in the United States where the age of consent law is 16.
I bet you know the other 49 states too. Gotta be ready for vacation, you know what I mean?
Be it the
This is the problem. Like the implications and what we're trying to imply is nuts. It's crazy. Like, dude, why? Why? This is nuts. It's nuts. Like, what are we talking about? What? He's this guy defending a video game. Oh, you said some shit about my video game, so I gotta pull up. Oh yeah, big boy. Anyway, you be good. You be good over there. All right, you want to defend your video game? You defend your video game. Why can't you do that? Just let him there.
I
Fuck.
think that's my best singer ever. I think that's my best burn I've ever made.
All right, we gotta burn. Middle school. We're back to middle school. Remember in middle school when like you talk to someone and they just needed to burn you because they were burned and they bought into that idea that that's what forms your aura. And then when it's finally when like the bell rings, you step outside and all of a sudden they're like the biggest pussy you've ever seen. Remember that shit? Yo, I'm telling you, man, we need to bring back throwing hands. I'll be honest, like, cause Saint would have just like you just wait for him to go outside, just throw hands or something. I don't know. We're just ignoring him. But we have hair in our faces, guys. Like, touch here. There's hair. We're not in middle school anymore.
By creative insults. I like lose breath. Still, I literally go like. Every time I hear that, bro, it's my.
It is a cook. I'll give it that. But like when you take into consideration the implications, publicly speaking, poor taste. I feel like there's burns, but you could some burns are not to be. There's some fires that don't need to be started.
A little bit of a bonus over here, just to make sure that we're accounting.
It
for
is kind of funny.
Everybody. And this is the future of a Saint hate channel, ladies and gentlemen. This is the future of a Saint hate channel. Big growth during drama. And the second the drama stops, because you realize you can't make videos on me forever and lie about me this much for forever, your CCV literally gets Thanos snapped. Oh, sorry, this is worse than a Thanos snap because you've been at 600.
People love drama. I'll be honest. My favorite type of content in the gacha space is the drama one. That's my favorite. I'll admit it. Yeah, it's my favorite one. And also, that's the one that because that's how I built myself up as a CC in the gacha space. That's what most of my audience expects. That's it. It is what it is. It is what it is. Listen, some of us like this type of content. Yeah, I like to dabble my feet and hands in other types. For example, poll videos don't do dick, but I like to also talk about like a potential wish list and things that should happen in the future when it comes to the gacha games I'm interacting with, how the devs go about things. I feel like those are like the main focal points for me personally when it comes to covering the games themselves. But I also like the social dynamic and social interactions we have in the space. Like, for example, this situation. And I feel like it allows us to grow socially speaking within ourselves by analyzing and breaking down the social situations. I feel like, considering you can get that from the place you're passionate in, is a huge W. That's just me, though.
That's what happens when you don't take my advice on how to proceed with your channel. Enjoy. All right, guys. So clearly, this has been a very long video. This has been a very long expose, but a lot of things have happened over the past 48 hours that I need to get clarified. Because this is the thing, guys. I've been horrifyingly wronged in this situation. And I am so disappointed by the actions of pretty much every single CC in the space.
I would give you 50. Yeah, you're like you're 50-50 there. Yeah, you're 50-50 there. Yeah, you've been wrong with some in certain angles. Sure, I can see your point. Others, not so much. The fact still remains that, yeah, some changes need to occur and some accountability needs to be taken. That's it.
Other than those who, A, didn't respond, or B, supported me behind the scenes. And this is what I'll say. I'll give a thank you to Tectone for giving me advice on how to tackle this video. It's ironic, right? Coming from Skull CJ, the guy who keeps talking about how much better of a friend he would be over me, Tech gave me some advice on how to approach this. So I'm glad I got one guy in my corner that I know isn't going to be doing some fucking rat shit like all these other CCs we've had on the screen today. So a special shout out to Tech for this one. Thank you. And of course, I'm also going to give, this is going to sound really fucking odd, I'm going to give a shout out to the CCs who actually decided not to go in on this because they saw how fucked up it was. I'm literally giving flowers to Genizad and Mr. Pokey because even they knew how fucked up this was and didn't want to go in on it.
Yep.
They knew how bad this was and decided not to jump in.
Yep.
Imagine that those are the guys, the ones that should have the biggest grudges against me. Even they know this is ridiculous and dog shit. Wow. Are you going to understand now?
I feel like he's missing a point, for example, for Cap. Cap did call out the Skull's behavior. The message is still the same. There is a problem with your current behavior. That's it.
I will never be on good terms with the people that have been put on this video, and I will take every opportunity from here on out to simply say the truth about those CCs.
Which clearly is not the full truth, because we still have to do research, debunk. You know, we always have to check now that truth, because it's stained by emotion and rage. So okay, well, great. So okay, I guess this was the wise. Okay, well, let me just remove the shackles. Okay, I don't have friends anymore. Now I can farm everybody. Hell yeah, more content, baby. Y'all better watch out for your shit takes, because now I'm coming for y'all
whenever I can. And obviously, this might change. Maybe they'll hear more about the situation and they'll decide to jump in. All I'm saying is I haven't seen anything from them. And that is much better than the conduct I've been seeing from other CCs. God forbid I get another fucking 8-hour stream made about me, brother. God forbid I get another 8-hour fucking stream made about me. God
8 hours is crazy.
Over a 1 minute, 30-second clip that could have been hashed out in DMs. But instead I get called a bad friend and get dragged for 8 fucking hours.
It's because of the position you put her in. But anyway.
I hope it was worth it, boys. I hope it was worth the clout. I hope it was worth the guest appearance on Skull CJ's stream. The guy who says shit like this.
Bots. He will bot his video. That's why his videos get so many views, because he bots probably.
Yeah, it's just an L. Yeah, it's just an L. All around just an L.
It's so funny, though. And by the way, the bots, he will bot his.
He just says shit like that with no proof. He just lied about me in tech with no proof. He just lies in every vid and makes his vids so shitty no one wants to watch them.
I've commented.
And then says,
anyway.
"Oh, clearly you can't counter my amazing arguments. That's why you're not watching it. You're refusing to entertain my arguments because you know I'm right. No, bitch, you're just literally so dumb. It's a waste of my fucking time." But somehow
should have just done that in the first place. Thank you. Well, maybe not dumb. Like, at least you're so out of line. You're a waste of my time. I'm not gonna touch that with a 10-foot pole. I wish he would just have done that in the first place. I think he would have just killed it with grace. Yeah.
Every other CC in the space who decided to join you is just dumber than you. And it's always a great investment to find out who the most retarded coworkers at your company are. Except now it's a competition for who's the dumbest. Let me know what you all thought. Peace out.
God knows how long this video is, man. I had to start shutting up near the end. God damn, this is like almost 2 hours. This is a whole movie. God damn it. So yeah, I guess both sides still. Well, I think Skull CJ started to wake up. Maybe Saintontas is too. Like he it's not like this pure red rage anymore. Like there's some. Okay, wait a minute now. It's not like not everybody's AOE me. Not I hear demons in my head. Right? Like it's not like completely like that. Like some are seriously trying to. Hey now, guys, please. And I hope like you really could just see the sense in that also the way you go about things are clearly, as I have demonstrated, not all the time, but at least, for example, sometimes you're not perfect as well. You can make mistakes too. It's fine. It's totally fine. And some L's is fine to take. Some W's are okay to ignore. It is what it is, man. It is what it is. I'll be honest, man. Some W's, I just let people have them. I do, like my exes. That's why I'm good with all my exes, man. They just take the W. It's like, hey, look, does this mean I get to just live my life in peace now? Have that W. Just have it. I'm not going to give a fuck about you in a few years. Like, and you're not going to give a fuck about me. But the reason why you can do that is because you need that W. I know you because you can, I can tell the person holds grudges. I can tell. I'll let them have that W anyway. Why? Because it suits my purpose even better. So yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Sorry, this was too long, but this was like a whole hour. I tried to condense it as much as possible. I got emotional at a certain point. I apologize, but I feel like both parties at this point. It's like because I appreciate both. I really do. I like Saintontas. I think he's a guy with a heart of gold. He is. Believe it or not, he is. Because I know more about the guy, what I'm really trying to do is invite people to just separate current behavior over dumb shit on the internet and who the person is within. All right? There's a difference. That's why, like, of course you're neutral about this. Of course why are you still defending Saintontas? Like, it's so obvious. I know I have so much to gain. I look at the comments. I see you guys. I do. I know I have a lot against you. Just go, oh man, fuck Saintontas. Like he's just this bad guy now. But that's stupid. I'll do respect to everybody, but that's stupid because there's more to this. There's different angles, and I invite you guys to just see that, and I invite you guys for more nuance and develop your own take and your own point of view that is based more on reason and facts more than emotion. Because I know a lot of you guys are emotional due to you disliking the behavior that's been exhibited. I totally understand. That's totally fair. But in this situation is where we're really tested and kind of want to pass this test for better self-development and self-improvement. Because here's the thing, man. Every day is an opportunity for us to grow better as people. These situations can allow us to see what to do and what not to do. And we want to make sure we get out of these situations after observing this shitstorm with good values within themselves that we can apply to ourselves, to our lives, to our future interactions to be better. That's it. Thank you for your time. If you've reached this far, I really appreciate it. Like, comment, subscribe. Be seeing you.